Okay, to start the project where you're going to create your own illustration, I'm going to go make a new document, File New, and I'm just going to choose a page size of a letter page size, 8.5 by 11 inches, and I'm making sure the color mode is CMYK if I'm going to print, RGB if I'm going to use it for web or screen purposes only. So I'm going to choose CMYK in case I print this later. And it makes an 8.5 by 11 page. If you want to see the rulers, you can go view show rulers to see that it is 8.5 by 11 inches. So to start, I'm going to place an image of a pear. I'm going to go file place and find a picture of a pear that I have saved on my drive, and I'm going to drop that into my document. And when I do that, I'm going to hit place. I can choose to link it if I wish. If I don't choose link, it's going to actually place it in the file, and it's going to be a bigger file. It's going to be a bigger Illustrator file, but I won't have to worry about relinking later on. So you may want to make sure that's not checked unless you want a smaller file size. So I'll hit place, and my image will be there. Now this isn't the image I wanted, so I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to go back and actually replace it with a different image. I'm going to choose this image and place it, and there's my image. Now I'm really just using this image as a template. It's the place to start, and I can position it where I want on the screen. I can also resize it. I'm holding the shift key down as I'm resizing it and make it as big or small as I want. If you don't hold down shift, it's going to skew your image and mess up the proportions. So be real careful when you resize. Hold the shift key down. Let me do undo scale, edit undo scale, and that undid what I just had done. And I can position it however I want on the screen. So at this point, I would start tracing it with the pen tool, and there's a couple other things you can do. Let me run through the couple other things, and then I'll put how to actually start tracing it in another video. What I'm going to do is go to Window, Layers, and it was already up, but Window Layers in case you don't have that panel up. And you see right now I have just one layer. It's the layer with the pear on it. I'm going to go to this little option menu. I click on these three lines, and there's a little arrow pointing down, and a little menu comes up, and I can make a new layer. And there's a lot of other things I can do in here, but I'm going to click on new layer, and layers just help me organize everything in Illustrator. This layer I'm going to make is going to be the pen tool trace layer, so everything I trace from my pear image will be on that layer. And the other layer, you can see I can turn it on and off. That is my layer 1 is actually my photo. So you can name it if you want. You don't have to. It's just for my own organization. I can also lock that layer, and that's nice because now I can't move the picture and it will stay in place. So now I have the pen tool trace. I'm going to pause it here and start a new video on actually tracing how to trace the pear.